From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
Have you ever noticed how every time an African leader starts doing something bold and truly revolutionary for their own people, they suddenly become a threat? Same story, different country. I've heard it all before. I've seen it play out over and over again. So recently, a video went viral. I'm sure you saw that video of General Michael Langley, a top US military official, calling Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, the person that people are calling Africa's president. He referred to him as a concerning figure, as a threat, is what he said. Right now, when I heard all of this, I paused for a moment because I've seen this play out before, like I said, Libya, Congo, Sudan, you name it. So, you know what, before we actually even start analyzing, let's take a look at the video.
I can imagine a situation, though, in which the ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side that inure to the benefit of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country. Does that sort of corruption and bribery go on with regard to the Belt and Road?
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traoré and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across, even in Sudan.
My name is Ify Igwe. I'm reporting from Nigeria, the African Diaspora News Channel. Now, let me tell you why people seem to be shaking about this young, fearless leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. So Captain Ibrahim Traoré didn't come into power to, smile for the cameras or to play puppets to global powers. No, from day one, this captain made it very clear that he's here for the people. Among all the commendable things that he's done, one of the most recent that I believe seems to ruffle a lot of feathers is the fact that he's been reclaiming Burkina Faso's natural resources, especially gold. Now, instead of sending the raw gold straight to Europe like before, Traoré nationalized 2 gold mines. He banned the export of unrefined gold, and he launched a national refinery expected to process about 150 tons of gold annually. Tell me how that's not a win for his country, Burkina Faso. But of course, that means less profit for the middlemen, the same foreign companies that have been making billions of African soil for decades are now being told, sorry, we're doing this by ourselves. Our house, our rules. Now, here's the funny part of all of this. General Langley, the video that we just watched, said that Traoré is using gold reserves to protect himself. Protect himself from who exactly? Because if you're saying he's protecting himself from foreign attacks, well, can you actually blame him? History has shown us that when African leaders start prioritizing their people, things begin to happen. They get removed. They get sanctioned. They get painted as dictators, or even worse, unfortunately, history has shown us, whether it was Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, I've spoken about him, or Gaddafi. Anytime an African leader tries to reclaim control of their resources, they try to rewrite the narrative, or they try to unify neighboring countries against foreign manipulation, they suddenly become a threat. That's the same story, same script, different African countries. But You see, Traoré isn't holding back, right? He's openly saying, we're tired of being exploited. Our people deserve better. We want ownership. We want dignity. We want peace. And that's the part that rattles the system. Now, is Traoré perfect? Of course not. No leader is. But if we're being honest, he's doing what many democratically elected leaders have failed to do. Put the people first. That's what he's been focusing on. So when I hear things like, he's a threat, he should be watched, he should be watched, he's a threat, I have to ask, a threat to who? Because the people of Burkina Faso don't seem to think that he's a threat. In fact, they've rallied behind him. They are very hopeful. They feel like they've been seen. They feel like they're being heard. They feel like their lives have changed tremendously between the time he took power and now. And that, my friend, is powerful. We're in a time where young Africans are waking up to what they truly want as a people. We're questioning the narratives. We're asking, who does this policy really benefit? Does it benefit our people, or does it benefit the foreign counterparts? We're seeing through the PR spin that we've been seeing all these years, and we're understanding that being called a threat by the West might just be the best compliment that an African leader can actually get. And I think what actually scares them the most is Traoré is young, he's bold, he's unapologetically African, and other African countries are watching, they're being inspired, and they're also making changes. Now, if he succeeds, more will follow, and the power dynamics will actually change. So I say this, support leaders who are not just sitting in office, but standing up for their people. Question the labels, dig deeper, and don't be quick to side with a narrative just because it's coming from a podium in Washington or Paris. So the question becomes, what can we do? We keep talking. We keep having conversations such as this. We keep watching. We keep amplifying, because silencing one leader is easy, but silencing a generation of conscious Africans, that's a whole different ballgame. This is more than just a political story, It's about self-determination. It's about sovereignty and the future of Africa. And I believe African nations are rising up finally. My name is Ify Igwe, reporting from Nigeria. If this spoke to you, please share. Let's have this conversation. These are conversations that matter. Let's keep making sense of the stories that actually shape our world. My name is Ify Igwe, reporting from Nigeria's African Diaspora News Channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I would like to get your take on this story. What are your thoughts? Share with